All right, going live. Welcome to Tuesdays Past the Cast. If you're on the replay, thanks for joining me. Waiting for the first advanced MOOCs come in. And Maxine, thanks for joining me. People coming in, awesomeness. Welcome to, let me get the cursor out of there, that's not better. That's you, yes it is you. I saw your name. You have a handle that actually works when you have people's names there, and it's much better than people who don't have names that match. So I'm glad you do, Maxine. All right, waiting for folks to come in. I'm waiting for this Peridudes, thank you. And I'm waiting for Carmen and a few other folks to get in here, and we'll start getting going. Evie, thanks for being here. All right. Oh, Rebecca, hey. Sorry, I'm just like going who people are, because I'm realizing the people who are, where are we? Sorry, I'm trying to get started. Okay, just bring this up. Evie is the best indeed. All right, so here is, it's okay. You did what you did, Karma. It's all fine. You can mess my name up. It's fine. I'll say that for later. My revenge is best served cold, as they say. All right, so just showing you the Tuesday Past the Cast, holding this phone gently. Nate opened up beautifully, referencing Bible script, Bible, bring us home, right? Bible study and bringing some great teachings in from the Bible, which is great. After that was Mike, who really rounded up too and came in the same boat and had this beautiful way of bringing everybody in, which included everybody. Karma is really on the job thing, and I'm going to speak about something different because that's the way I am. Jermaine, unfortunately, seems to have missed out tonight. We lost him. We don't know what happened. We'll check in and find out what happened to him afterwards. So it's just a four-person Past the Cast today. And myself, I am closing out. All right. And the topic, again, how to simplify an overwhelming life. Screenshot. There we go. Hey, welcome. As I flow the phone into the stand. Welcome. I dressed down for tonight. I've already done 3 scopes today. This is my 4th, so this will be enough for the day. But I want to show you, where is it? Here we go. I want to bring up the topic, actually a couple of things I want to say first. First of all, Peridudes. Welcome to the Peridudes Past the Cast. Peridudes is a group of men, for men, by men, about men, supporting men. You get the point? And it's really a group of strong, supportive, masculine men helping other men be gentlemen, be leaders, and be strong. All about men. Yep, exactly. Our sister organization, the Peri Girls, who are rocking it with 10,000 women, have been waiting for the men to show up, and we are showing up. Men, if you want to be part of this group, come join us. We are changing the planet one man at a time and a bunch of people at the time as well. So come join us. All right, that's the Peridude. And you go peridudes.com. And perigirls.com is for the ladies. So those are the 2 links to go to, and they'll take you to the Facebook groups. It's no fee. Just show up, be in your masculine heart, and you'll rock and roll with the rest of us. So what I want to show you, if I can zoom in on this one. Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to bring this out a little bit. All right. I want to show you, this is a reminder about dealing with overwhelm. All right. See this? How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. You want to take a screenshot of that to remind yourself. This is fundamental. If you want to learn how to get over overwhelm, you need to remember it's 1 bite at a time. First of all, I have an issue with the word overwhelm anyway, because there is no word which is whelm. How do you go over what doesn't exist? Overwhelm is a crazy word. So anyway, that's a complaint, nothing to do with the topic. It's symbolic. It's okay, best society. It's just symbolic. But this is the point. And for men especially, ladies, you have this to a degree, but nothing like men do. We, as men, our strength is single focus, aligned single focus, which when you have 17 things to deal with, is not possible. And that's the challenge we face. So how to deal with overwhelm is this. First of all, if you have an overwhelming life, somehow you got there. So one of the things you look at is, where are your priorities? And if you want to try and take on everything, and I used to have that issue myself, I would take on everything that can be done. Even the word whelm sounds overwhelming. Thanks, Mike. It's the feeling that basically if you... Thank you, Karma. Yes. Oh, wait, by the way, I forgot the 4 things. Make sure you follow me on Periscope if you're not already doing so, because I love talking about stuff about love and relationships. That's my heart, my work, my passion. Secondly, please share it out on Periscope and also on Twitter to get people interested, get them in this room, because we want to fill up the room with great people who want to learn about how to solve an overwhelmed life. And 4th, please tap the screen for hearts and comment. That's the thing I want to do. The 4 things. The 4 things. Yeah, the 4 things. So, you're a wife coach? You mean you coach women how to be wives, or you coach wives how to be balanced? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm a relationship coach, and I have a book. Anyway, that was you see on the previous scope. I'm not putting that up now. And frankly, as Donna's not in the room, she won't be able to put up the links as fast as she normally does. Anyway, getting back on topic. Overwhelmed life. With men, when we are aligned in what we're about, because we were the hunter gender in olden times, because we were really good at one thing. Laser focus on one thing, get it done. Which is why, ladies, you have such a problem with us when watching TV and we can't hear a word you're saying. It isn't about you, it's us. Seriously, we have single focus. That's our strength and our weakness. Now, overwhelm is when we have 17 things to focus on and we're trying to think one of them. And that's the biggest thing. So my recommendation for the best solution to overwhelm is choose. And what I mean, literally, is choose one thing. Now, here's the thing. It may not be the most important thing. It may not be the most difficult thing. In fact, sometimes I recommend if you've got 7 things to deal with, find the easiest one. Knock it out, get it done. Then you've only got 6. It's like eating the elephant one bite at a time. We can't, as people in general, but men as well, we can't do everything at once, even though we want to try to. Women can touch on everything at once. Yeah, the snowball effect, exactly. That's a snowball effect in financial debt clearing. I think it's the word of the snowball effect. Is you pay down the smallest credit card first, and then you start paying the same amount on top of that into the next credit card, up and up and up and up and up. So it really works. Same is true of tasks, of things you need to do. I've gained when something annoys, bothers me, say I can always stand when. I'm not sure what that means. That I see it's so hard for women because they seem to need to multitask. Right, women have the ability to have what's called diffuse awareness. That's the words of Alison Armstrong talks about this. Women have diffuse awareness, so they can see 4 or 5 things at once. It doesn't mean they can do 4 or 5 things at once, even though they might try to and be superwoman, which is frankly impressive but not supportive for yourself. So again, reminder that the elephant you eat one bite at a time, and I wanted to use that as a reminder because it's such a simple thing. Sorry, make sure I go back to the. There we go. All right. You will stand when your manager gives you extra work and a teammate gets none. So you stand up for yourself, is what I trust you mean. Yeah. Even the super guy had a hard time being super. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And this is where we get to. It's fundamental for us. Is that we need to remember our limits as a good thing, not as a bad thing. We keep thinking that we won't be good enough or worthy unless we do everything thrown at us, especially in work. And now I'm now I'm an entrepreneur, self-employed. I inflict my own work schedule, and sometimes I do end up being up till 2 in the morning working on stuff. The truth is, I didn't do 24 hours of work because I choose that. Okay, thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. And so what I'm going to talk about is really the sense of. Sorry, just walking in. So it's really important that you have this experience of being able to manage your own stuff. Have a what's the word looking for? Have a willingness to break things out. And this thing is that when you do that, so we're seeing what we got here. Okay, one of those is when you have the ability to choose one thing at a time, to take your time with it, and sound silly, but take a breath every so often, because sometimes overwhelming experiences shut down your breath. You close down. So you're even less functional, which is insane. So it's important to take the time to really take time for you. That makes sense? I hope it makes sense. So to cut to the chase, I want to make sure I get this out, final point. You can do anything you want. You can't do it all at once, though. That's the truth. And you've got to be willing to stand your own boundaries and respect yourself enough to say no, as Karma beautifully put it. Say no when you can't take something else on. Simple, easy. That's it. So I'm looking at the time. I didn't track the time, so I've got another 4 minutes, I think, to wrap up and stay on track. You know I'm the last one. You find time slows down when you say no. That's good. So, yeah. But you can do things. Because the other thing also is I used to be extremely passionate about rushing through things to get them done. And ultimately it never worked out really well for anybody. The quality wasn't good, people weren't happy, and I didn't look good. So taking your time to do it right is way healthier. All right? And that's another piece of the puzzle. But again, back to the beginning. We think that we do everything at once. We can't. Oh, as a parent, especially as a parent. So again, the idea about how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time. When you look at something that may be so overwhelming, it's so big and you can't see over it. But if you take one step at a time. One of the programs I was in a long time ago, Master's program, talks about how you can try to jump the whole distance, or you can do it in smaller, bite-sized steps. So you can get there successfully and guaranteed, just not as quickly as if you try to jump the whole distance. So it's a smarter way of planning is to do baby steps, in a way. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. I mean, there's so many different quotes out there that can speak to this. And that's the piece, is to recognize that you have that freedom. So I've got a couple minutes left, and I just want to make sure. And if any questions, by the way, because I'm still throwing things at you, but I'm not sure there's any questions you have, you send it back. Oh, I just realized. The comments disappeared. I see the hearts. Oh, there they are. Okay. Break the big projects down into groups of smaller tasks. Exactly. And if you don't know how to do that, get help. Get a day planner if you need to. Make lists. You can do all sorts of different tools. You go online, do a Google search on time management. You'll get so much stuff. Breathe, pause, open to present moment. Smart as well. Yes. Take the time to be present with you because you're more effective when you're grounded in yourself. Don't think you have to donut yourself. I think I know what that means. That's a normalization you mentioned. Oh, yes. Oh, okay, you guys are working things out. Good. And, you know, because Nike says just do it. Not always the wisest choice. Sometimes breathing first, reviewing the master plan in yourself, and then do the first step is wiser than saying just do it. So, yeah. Focus on the now, forget the past, don't predict the future. That's true too. Nice one, Jim. Taking the time to be focused. And that's the other thing, yes, get help. As a man, be willing to ask for help. Not always easy. All right? So sometimes it is the biggest stretch for us as men to say, I can't do this myself, I need help. And if it's lady, that's a big one. So ladies, remember we're stretching sometimes when we ask you for help, so don't feel so overwhelmed. So that's really it, I think. Any last thoughts, any questions before I wrap up? We do, just wrap up, Peridudes. We do Peridudes Past the Casts twice a week, Tuesday night, Thursday night, 7:45 p.m. Pacific time. There's the link to get to our site, or get to our Facebook page. And that's the bottom line. Thanks for following us, folks. Thanks for being in here. I'm exhausted. This is my full scope today. Watch my previous ones. You want to talk about the props I used. There's a little plug. And we're back on again on Thursday. And folks, you got sucked into listening. Thanks, Karma. I appreciate that. All right, folks, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching me on the Scope. Thanks for joining me. And if you're not following me already, please follow me on Periscope. I do broadcast every day about love and relationships, as well as good stuff about men's talk. Good stuff. And that's it. That's the end of Past the Cast for Tuesday, March 1st. Sorry, just running ahead of myself. Okay, folks, thank you again. Come on, my pleasure. Glad to be in this one and add some value to you guys, because that's what it's all about. It's providing value. That's what Periscope is for, in my book. Okay, folks, have a great evening, great night. You just came in the last minute, Gomez. Oh, man. Come on back and watch the replay. I will see you folks later on. I'm heading out. See Evie. Take care of yourselves. Bye.